Welcome back to the Before AGI podcast. Today we're diving into no-code AI.
Oh, yeah, this is exciting stuff.
You've sent over some fascinating articles and reports.
Yeah.
It looks like this is getting huge, right?
Absolutely, and for good reason.
Yeah.
We're at this tipping point where the demand for AI solutions is skyrocketing,
Right.
but the expertise needed to build them has been a bottleneck.
Okay.
No-code AI is blowing that wide open.
Okay, so for our listeners who maybe haven't jumped on this bandwagon yet,
Yeah.
let's start with the basics.
Sure.
What exactly is no-code AI?
Right.
It sounds almost impossible,
Yeah.
AI without the code.
Well, think of it like this.
Okay.
Traditional AI development was like building a house from scratch,
Okay.
brick by brick,
Yeah.
requiring specialized knowledge of every step.
Mm-hmm.
No-code AI is like having prefabricated walls,
Right.
plumbing and electrical systems ready to go.
Interesting.
You still need to assemble and customize,
Right.
but the heavy lifting is done.
So you're not writing lines of code.
Right.
But you're still making decisions about how the AI functions.
Exactly.
But it focuses on
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Exactly. You're using visual interfaces,
Okay.
drag and drop tools, and pre-built models to create the AI solution you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's empowering people without coding backgrounds to build AI applications,
Yeah.
which is a pretty big deal.
I can see why that's creating so much buzz.
Yeah.
In one of the articles, they mentioned that no-code AI development can be up to 60% faster than traditional methods.
Wow.
That kind of speed advantage has to be a game changer for businesses, right?
Absolutely. Think about a company trying to improve customer service. Instead of spending months building a chatbot from scratch,
Right.
they could have a functional AI-powered chatbot up and running within weeks using a no-code platform.
Wow.
That speed and agility are crucial in today's market.
And I'm guessing it also significantly impacts the cost,
For sure.
which has always been a barrier to entry for many companies, especially smaller ones.
Definitely one report we have here estimates that no-code AI can reduce development costs by up to 80%.
Wow.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Suddenly, AI solutions become accessible to startups,
Right.
small businesses, and even individual entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
It really is democratizing AI.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So we've got speed, affordability, and accessibility.
We do.
Are there any downsides to this no-code approach?
Um,
The articles hinted at some limitations, like
Yeah.
maybe less flexibility for complex AI tasks.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
You trade some control for ease of use.
Right.
While there are platforms designed for different levels of complexity, including low-code options with some coding involved,
Okay.
you might not have the same fine-grained control as you would building everything from scratch.
Okay. And another concern I saw mentioned was potential vendor lock-in.
Right.
If you build your AI on one specific platform,
Yeah.
you're kind of stuck with them, right?
Yeah.
Even if their pricing changes or they go out of business.
Yeah. It's a valid concern and something to consider carefully. It's like building your house on rented land.
Right.
You need to choose your platform wisely and understand the terms of service. That said, the ease of use and rapid development no-code AI offers
Yeah.
might outweigh the risks for many businesses.
It's a trade-off for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of platforms, we have a whole list here of different no-code AI tools.
Okay.
Some are names I recognize like Zapier,
Uh-huh.
but others are new to me.
Right.
Should we walk through a few of these and what makes them stand out?
Absolutely. Let's start with Builder AI.
Okay.
They're known for their incredibly user-friendly interface and focus on automation.
Okay.
You can build chatbots, data analysis tools, and even entire apps without writing a single line of code.
Wow.
They're like the Apple of the no-code AI world.
Okay.
Very slick and intuitive.
That sounds impressive.
Yeah.
And then there's Zapier, which I know is a tool for connecting different apps and automating workflows. But they've also got AI capabilities now.
Yes, they've integrated AI into their platform,
Okay.
allowing you to incorporate AI-powered features like sentiment analysis or data extraction directly into your automated workflows.
Okay.
So you could have a new customer sign up automatically trigger a sentiment analysis of their feedback, for example.
That's really cool. It seems like these platforms are getting incredibly versatile.
Yeah.
What about Obviously AI? The name suggests it's designed to be super easy to use, right?
You got it.
Okay.
Obviously, AI focuses on making data analysis accessible to anyone, regardless of their technical skills.
Right.
It uses natural language queries.
Okay.
Basically, you ask questions in plain English,
Yeah.
and the platform uses AI to find the answers in your data.
Gotcha.
No complex formulas or coding required.
That sounds incredibly powerful for businesses that want to make data-driven decisions,
It is.
but don't have a team of data scientists on hand.
Right. It puts the power of data analysis into the hands of everyday users.
Cool.
And then there's Microsoft Lobe, which takes a different approach.
Okay.
It's a tool for building custom image recognition models. Imagine being able to train an AI to recognize specific product defects on a manufacturing line,
Wow.
all without writing any code.
That's amazing. I can see how no-code AI is going to transform so many industries.
It really is.
I'm already thinking about how I could use it to automate some of my own tasks.
I'm sure you could, and that's just scratching the surface of what's out there.
Yeah.
There are platforms for building AI-powered chatbots,
Right.
creating personalized marketing campaigns, automating customer service, and so much more.
It's really mind-blowing how accessible this technology is becoming.
It is.
But with so many platforms to choose from, it can also be overwhelming.
Yeah.
What advice would you give our listeners who are just starting to explore no-code AI?
I'd say start by identifying a specific problem or task you want to automate or improve using AI.
Okay.
Then research different platforms and see which ones align with your needs and technical skills. Most offer free trials so you can test them out before committing.
That's great advice. And remember, you don't have to be a tech expert to get started with no-code AI.
You really don't.
These platforms are designed to be user-friendly.
Yeah,
And there are tons of resources available online to help you learn the ropes.
definitely.
Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun.
That's it.
The more you play around with these platforms, the more you'll discover their potential.
Absolutely. That's a great point to end on.
We've laid the groundwork understanding what no-code AI is, its benefits, some potential drawbacks, and we've even touched on a few specific platforms.
We have.
In part 2, we'll dive deeper into the real-world applications of no-code AI and explore how it's being used across various industries.
Sounds good.
We'll also discuss some of the ethical considerations that come with this powerful technology, so stay tuned.
Great. Welcome back to the Before AGI podcast in part 1.
Yeah.
We explored the fundamentals of no-code AI,
Right.
its benefits, potential drawbacks, and even highlighted a few specific platforms.
We also talk about how it's making AI development faster, more affordable, and accessible to a wider audience.
Now in part 2, let's dive deeper into some real-world examples of no-code AI in action.
I'm ready.
One of the articles you shared focuses on a European automotive manufacturer using no-code AI to optimize its supply chain.
Oh yeah, that one was fascinating.
This is a great example of how traditional industries are embracing this technology.
They were using no-code AI to predict demand fluctuations, optimize inventory levels, and even automate parts ordering.
Yeah, it resulted
It's
in
amazing.
significant cost savings and made their production process much more efficient.
Yeah.
And that's a common theme we're seeing across industries. Another report highlighted a boutique marketing firm in New York that leveraged no-code AI to personalize their marketing campaigns.
Yes. They used AI to analyze customer data and tailor their messaging for different segments.
They saw a huge jump in customer engagement and a much better return on investment for their marketing spend.
It's amazing how no-code AI is empowering businesses to leverage data they already have to make smarter decisions and improve their operations. We're also seeing its impact in the energy sector.
One of the articles mentioned an energy company using no-code AI to predict equipment failures. They were able to anticipate maintenance needs, reduce downtime, and even prevent potential safety hazards.
Really powerful stuff.
These are just a few examples of how no-code AI is being applied across various industries, from healthcare to finance to education. We're seeing a surge in innovative applications. It's really exciting to see the creativity and problem-solving happening.
It really feels like a pivotal moment. But with all this talk about efficiency and automation, I'm curious about the human side of things. What impact is no-code AI having on the workforce?
Well, it's a natural concern,
Sure.
but I believe no-code AI is actually augmenting human capabilities rather than replacing jobs outright. It's automating repetitive tasks, freeing up employees to focus on more strategic, creative, and complex work.
So instead of fearing AI as a job killer, we should see it as a tool that allows us to work smarter and more effectively.
Exactly. Take the example of a customer service representative. No-code AI can handle routine inquiries, leaving the representative to address more complex issues that require empathy and human interaction.
Right. It's a shift in the types of skills that are in demand. Technical skills are still important,
Sure.
but they're becoming more intertwined with soft skills like problem-solving communication and critical thinking.
Absolutely. And this brings up an interesting question.
Yeah.
What does the future hold for no-code AI? Where do you see this technology heading in the next few years?
I think we'll see no-code AI platforms becoming even more sophisticated and user-friendly. The barrier to entry will continue to lower, making it accessible to even more people.
I agree. We'll also likely see a rise in specialized platforms tailored to specific industries and use cases.
Oh, interesting.
Imagine a no-code AI platform specifically for healthcare professionals,
Right.
or one for educators looking to personalize learning experiences.
That's a really interesting thought. It's almost like the evolution we've seen with software in general.
Yeah.
We started with general-purpose tools, and then more specialized applications emerged to meet specific needs.
Exactly. And as the technology matures, I think we'll see more integration between no-code AI and other emerging technologies like the Internet of Things, IoT,
Yeah.
or augmented reality, AR.
Wow.
The possibilities are truly limitless.
It's a bit mind-boggling,
Yeah.
but also incredibly exciting. We've talked a lot about the positive aspects of no-code AI, but it's important to acknowledge that any powerful technology comes with its own set of challenges. Are there any potential risks or downsides we should be aware of?
Of course, one potential risk is the misuse of AI, with no-code platforms making AI development so accessible. It's crucial to ensure that ethical considerations are at the forefront.
We need to be mindful of issues like bias in algorithms, data privacy, and the potential for AI to be used in ways that harm individuals or society as a whole.
That's a critical point. Another potential challenge is the reliance on pre-built models. While these models are incredibly powerful, they might not always be suitable for every unique situation.
It's important to understand the limitations of these models and to be able to critically evaluate their outputs. Blindly trusting an AI without understanding its inner workings can lead to problems.
I completely agree. We need to approach no-code AI with a healthy dose of skepticism and critical thinking.
Yeah.
It's not a magic bullet. It's a tool that needs to be used responsibly and ethically.
Those are some important things to keep in mind as we wrap up part 2. I'm left wondering what advice you would give our listeners who are excited about no-code AI, but maybe feel a little overwhelmed by everything we've discussed.
Well, I'd say start by focusing on your interests and the problems you're passionate about solving.
Okay.
Don't get bogged down by the technical details. There are plenty of resources available to help you learn along the way. Embrace the experimentation mindset, and remember that every expert was once a beginner.
That's a great reminder. Don't be afraid to jump in, play around with different platforms and see what you can create.
Absolutely, and don't hesitate to connect with the growing online community of no-code AI enthusiasts.
Yeah. Good idea.
There's a wealth of knowledge and support out there.
Welcome back to the Before AGI podcast in parts 1 and 2. We covered a lot of ground,
We did.
from the basics of what no-code AI is to real-world examples of how it's being used,
Right.
even touching on potential risks.
Yeah, and we saw that it's not just about making AI easier to build.
Right.
It's changing who gets to build it
Yeah.
and what that means for businesses and even entire industries.
Exactly. So for this final part, I want to zoom out to that bigger picture.
Okay.
We got all these sources talking about the future of work in a no-code AI world.
Right.
What are the key takeaways there?
I think the most important thing to understand is that this isn't about AI replacing humans. It's
Mhm.
about AI augmenting human capabilities. It's like giving everyone a superpowered toolkit.
One of the reports used the analogy of the printing press.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, people worried scribes would be out of work. But instead, literacy exploded, creating whole new industries and jobs we couldn't have imagined before.
That's a perfect analogy. No-code AI is likely to have a similar impact.
Okay.
Certain tasks will become automated, sure,
Right.
but that will free up human workers for more strategic, creative, and complex work.
So instead of fearing job losses, we should be thinking about how to adapt our skills and prepare for the new roles that will emerge.
Absolutely, we'll need people who can identify opportunities for AI solutions.
Right.
Build and manage those solutions using no-code platforms and critically evaluate their outputs.
It's almost like a new kind of literacy, right?
Yeah,
AI literacy will be as essential as basic computer skills are today.
exactly. And that literacy won't just be about technical skills.
Right.
It'll require critical thinking, problem-solving communication, and the ability to work collaboratively with AI systems.
So it's not just about coders or tech people. This is going to impact every industry,
I think so.
every profession, really.
Absolutely. Think about a marketing manager who can now use a no-code AI platform to analyze customer data
Yeah.
and create highly targeted campaigns, Or a financial analyst who can build AI models to predict market trends.
Even a teacher could use no-code AI to personalize learning experiences for their students.
It's true.
The possibilities are truly vast.
They are.
And this leads to some fascinating questions about the future of businesses themselves.
Yeah.
What happens when organizations of all sizes can leverage AI in ways that were previously only available to tech giants?
I imagine it levels the playing field in a big way.
Right.
Small businesses can compete with larger companies by using AI to optimize their operations, personalize customer experiences, and even develop innovative new products and services.
It's almost like the early days of the internet when suddenly anyone with an idea could create a website and reach a global audience.
That's a great comparison. No-code AI has the potential to be just as disruptive and transformative.
But with all this potential, we also need to be mindful of the challenges. One of the articles raised concerns about a potential widening of the gap between those who have access to these technologies and those who don't.
That's a valid concern. It's crucial that we address issues of digital equity and ensure that everyone has the opportunity to benefit from the AI revolution.
Right.
This means investing in education and training programs,
Yeah.
making AI accessible to underserved communities, and fostering a culture of inclusivity in the tech world.
Those are crucial points. And beyond access, we need to be vigilant about the ethical implications of no-code AI. Just because it's easier to build doesn't mean we can ignore the potential risks.
Absolutely. Bias in algorithms, data privacy, and the potential for misuse are all things we need to be actively discussing and addressing as no-code AI becomes more widespread.
It's a lot to think about, but these conversations are essential. We can't just blindly embrace a new technology without considering its potential downsides.
And it's not just up to policymakers or tech companies to figure this out. It's up to all of us as individuals. We need to stay informed, ask critical questions, and advocate for responsible AI development.
I love that informed and engaged citizenship is crucial in the age of AI. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what are the key takeaways you want our listeners to walk away with?
First, no-code AI is a game changer. It's democratizing access to AI, empowering individuals and organizations to solve problems and create new possibilities in ways we've never seen before.
Second, it's not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting human capabilities and fostering collaboration between humans and AI.
And third, this is an evolving landscape. The future of work in a no-code AI world will depend on how we adapt, learn new skills, and embrace the opportunities while addressing the challenges responsibly and ethically.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into no-code AI. It's been a fascinating conversation.
My pleasure. It's always exciting to explore these topics.
And to our listeners, if you're eager to learn more about no-code AI and see some of these platforms in action, be sure to check out Ian Ochieng's YouTube channel, Ian Ochieng AI. He's got tons of great tutorials and insights.
It's a fantastic resource.
And as always, make sure to subscribe to the Before AGI podcast for more deep dives into the ever-evolving world of AI. Until next time, stay curious,